Justice delayed is justice denied, and the cost for fighting for justice for 8 years is a heartbreaking one. Since yesterday, we saw how the Unnao rape survivor and her elderly mother has been protesting regarding yesterday's Delhi High Court decision that has suspended the life imprisonment of the accused, the ex-BJP councillor Kuldeep Singh Sengar. And although his appeal against the 2019 custodial killing of the rape survivor's father is still pending, he has been granted conditional bail, but he still has to survive. He still has to serve the 10-year imprisonment regarding the 2019 custodial killing. So he's still in jail, but the fact that he has been granted conditional bail for the first case, the survivors, they have been overwhelmed with grief and rage, and they have been questioning how this decision can come about, and they said that they will be challenging this High Court decision in the Supreme Court. And yesterday we saw heartbreaking visuals of how Delhi police dragged the mother-daughter duo and detained them. And this morning we at NDTV, we showed you how the mother-daughter, they wanted to protest here, they wanted to speak to the media at Mandi House. That is what the survivor told me personally. And we were following the CRPF convoy. The CRPF bus was carrying the mother and the daughter, and there were almost 4 to 5 male CRPF officers, and behind that was a sumo carrying Delhi police officers. We were tailing them, we were chasing them, and they were supposed to stop at Mandi House, but they did not, and they passed by. And when we reached Pandara Road near India Gate, that is when we saw how the mother, the elderly mother, was hanging by the bus, and she was about to fall from the bus. And that is when the bus stopped, and we also stopped. We rushed towards her, and we saw how the male CRPF officers, they were trying to nudge her and push her, and were telling her to just leave the bus, to get dropped off. And why? Because they were not allowed. The CRPF officer told NDTV that they are not allowed to protest anywhere except for Jantar Mantar, and that too requires permission, and they don't have the permission to let them protest and let them let them go in any public place and protest or speak to the media. And that is why they had to drop the mother off, and then they took the daughter, the rape survivor, back to her home. And then the mother was left midway, and then she spoke to NDTV, and she said how distressing it is that her safety, her family's safety is at stake. Remember, this is that woman who has lost her husband to custodial killing by the same very accused who got this conditional bail. And we understand the legal semantics of it, that the court has said that a MLA is not considered as a public servant or a person with a position of power under the pre-2019 POSCO Act, and therefore his offence falls under the basic provisions that require 7 years of jail, which Kuldeep Singh Sengar has already served, and therefore he can be granted conditional bail. But we also spoke to the survivor, and she said that if this man is a heavyweight and he has political connections, and if he can find his way out of this 2017 gang rape case and get a conditional bail, then the 2019 custodial killing case, he can easily get bail out of that as well. And she questions the judiciary. She asks for justice, and she said how she has been facing years of assault and harassment of not only her own self but her entire family. Her father was killed, her two aunts were killed, and her mother has been harassed non-stop, and that is why she has been living in Delhi protected. And Delhi police personals have been protecting, there stationed outside her home for her protection. But what we want to highlight today is how, of course, both the mother-daughter duo have been safely sent back home, but how the mother was treated on Pandara Road by the male CRPF officers is absolutely unacceptable, what we witnessed. And we will have to wait and watch how this pans out. When will the Unnao rape survivor, who is now in her 20s, but she went through that brutal incident back when she was a minor, mere 17 years old, and how and when she will challenge the decision in the Supreme Court, we will have to wait for that, because we understand that it takes a toll on the trauma on the survivors, because these kind of decisions, it opens up a can of worms. It is like reliving the trauma. It is absolutely devastating for both the girl who is in her 20s and her mother who is in her late 40s, and they have to continuously fight for justice, and they are treated in the most brutal way by the system. With camera person Mukesh, this is Shreya Ghosh for NDTV.